Hey TV fans, welcome to Tori Talks TV. I'm Tori.
And I'm Dr. S.
I'm Tori. On this episode, we'll be discussing The Handmaid's Tale Season 4, Episode 4, called Milk. I feel like this was our cool down episode after everything that happened the last few
Kind of like when you eat something spicy and then you drink some milk.
That was so perfect.
I just made that up right now.
Good job. Oh my god, it was perfect. Yes, so let's just talk about the milk. Because, you know, June and Janine are the last surviving handmaids of their group, right?
Right.
Or of all. I don't know.
Of their, like, little cohort, I guess?
Yeah.
Cohort sounds nice, though.
Yeah. Yeah. So they're on the run, and this train... Okay, was that not the last thing you thought they'd be jumping into was milk?
I have to say, even though I know they're not going to die yet.
Yeah.
Because we're in the beginning of the season. Why does everything just put me on edge? Like, every step of the way, I'm like, you're going to die. You're going to die. I know you're not going to die. And by the way, I love that it's a duo.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Because June's the protagonist, but man, we need like a little, like, someone for her to talk to.
Oh, for
like,
sure.
To like interact with. So I like this.
Yes. And Janine is a very good counterpart for her now.
Yes.
And them turning on each other in that refrigerated milk, whatever. That was, I think it was kind of needed. Mm-hmm. They needed to get that out. And yes. I'm proud of Janine for kind of sticking up for herself and being like, calling her out.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it was very weird. Is milk supposed to be like a metaphor or like a symbolic of, I don't know.
Oh,
they're like used like,
oh yeah,
like,
true.
I don't know. It's something about that. Mm-hmm. But also, like, is that really how milk is transported?
I mean, do they just leave it open like that? Anyone can just like unlock it?
And if it's open, then anything can just anyway, that for some reason that disturbed me.
I hope that's prior to like pasteurization, hopefully, or whatever.
Yeah.
We do to milk to make it drinkable and safe.
Yeah, and wasn't that so convenient that she found the drain?
It didn't lock so that they got stuck in there.
Yeah.
And that there's light, like there's windows.
Wasn't that nice? Yeah. So anyway, they are, I don't know, overtaken by some, insurgents or whatever.
Yes,
and
of some sort, because I think she's hoping that it's like the Mayday.
Mayday.
It's not Mayday.
Oh my gosh, it's like terrible.
Yeah.
I was so upset because I was like, oh, they got saved and like they're out of that misogynist whatever land of Gilead or whatever, and they're in America again. And then this guy was like, okay, which one are you staying with me? I literally was like, there's no way he means that. Like,
I thought it was like what kind of joke would that be? But I also thought he was just messing with them. But then it was like that wouldn't really fit tone wise with Handmaid's Tale. But still, it's just like, are you kidding me?
And then when it kept going, I was like, oh, maybe he wants her to be his assistant. I mean, I literally couldn't go there in my head. I'm like, there's no way.
Even though we've seen so much like terrible things in this show. No, I totally agree with you. I was just like, are you kidding me? They went through all that.
And he even said you guys are the sex slaves.
Yeah,
I'm like,
exactly. He was like, oh, real life sex slaves in America. I was like, oh yeah, so there's, they're going to at least be like bonding over being like, rebellions or something. But yeah.
I was so disappointed by that scene. But yeah. I mean, I'm glad he was like, you don't have to do this. You can go. But what the heck was that?
I know.
Last thing I thought he was going to do. Anyway, this is really where Janine gets to step up and be highlighted, which I like Janine. Remember, she's come a long way.
She really has. And, just to go back to the scene, though, like, June, like, couldn't do it.
Yeah.
And I really thought that, like, that gave Janine a moment to, like, step in and, like, because the fight that they had in the milk carton was, like, about her, like, not being able to do stuff.
Yeah.
Like June was basically saying, like, oh, you couldn't do these things. Or she was like, I wouldn't have told them where you guys were. And June was like, yes, you would have, and that whole thing. So I was just like, okay, girl.
Oh my gosh, I know. As sad as it was that she had to carry out that thing. Yeah, but she was like, it's okay. And now she's like the one comforting her. Like, here, just eat. Like, it was the role reversal.
Yes, I like it.
Yes.
I like it.
Oh, I loved it. And then we got to see the backstory.
That was awesome. Have we ever seen it? I don't think so.
I was thinking the same thing.
I was like, oh, she's so cool. And like her hair.
Yeah.
Like...
And I am so deeply disturbed by that clinic she went to thinking she's getting an abortion, only for them to just berate her.
That was terrible. I was so disoriented because I was like, wait, where is she? Like, where did she find herself? But I like that the person in the actual women's clinic was like, oh, did you Google it?
Yeah, right?
Or like, so don't Google that type of stuff.
Do not do that. Yeah, no, and then of course, like the biggest curveball is that she's not pregnant with Caleb.
Yes.
Caleb's already alive.
I got a little disoriented and I think they totally got me because I was like, okay, so wait a minute. Was she thinking of having an abortion? She would never have had Caleb?
Yeah.
Is that what they were trying to make me think? Yeah.
I don't know, but it showed her strength because, you know, she did I just feel like this was like her redemption episode or whatever, just to show that she can be helpful. She can do things.
And be strong. And like be strong-willed. Because we saw her at like some of her like toughest moments. Like, oh my gosh. In the previous seasons. Poor Janine.
Oh, I know. So I'm glad that she survived and she's still with June and that they have each other.
Yes.
But it was interesting to see the little bit of a crumble from June and then Janine stepping up. So it's in the worst way possible.
I know.
But
it's good. Like a more twisted Thelma and Louise kind of.
Oh yeah.
I'm kind of thinking there's gonna be some like, you know, I mean it's not gonna be as like funny.
Nope.
Obviously.
We don't get a lot of humor in this show. It's very
very.
Yes, and then there is Rita, which, okay. When she went to see Serena, because Serena wanted to see her, and that already was like, wait, why? What do you...
Serena's gone.
Yes. Oh my gosh. But I was surprised at how Rita fell kind of back into the dynamic that she had in Gilead with Serena of like, hello, ma'am. She called her ma'am. And I was like, surprised. And she was just... I don't know. I almost am like impressed. She just was like how she acted and she was crying tears of joy for Serena being pregnant.
So conflicted over the whole process. I think we saw it last episode too, but like she does have feelings for the family because she spent so much time with them. But then she's also really mad because I like how Moira was like, you can like, you know, give her a piece of your mind. Like you get to confront this person who's done these things to you. And then when she had the chance, she was like, she didn't do it. And I was just like, oh man, Rita's so complex.
Yeah. She's always like solid, you know? Yeah. She's never really, her levels, you know what I mean? She just kind of stays at this very calm. And she's, you know, she prayed with her and I don't know. But I saw through Serena's BS. Yes. I was like, you want something from her, not just a friend.
She wants a nanny.
Oh, yeah.
That was kind of messed up. I was like, wait, you're in prison, aren't you?
Which I still don't understand why she has this beautiful window and can see the snow falling behind her.
It's so artsy, I know.
It is. It is really pretty. But what? Aren't they war criminals? Like, I'm so confused why they're treated so well. But I think it was so beautiful the way Rita carried out the revenge. It wasn't hostility. She didn't come at, you know, Fred and her, like, in any sort of a hostile, combative way. She was just like, you know, because Serena didn't want him to know about the baby. So she just kind of slipped
like, here you go.
Fred the sonogram picture. And that was her...
like, revenge.
Yeah. And I don't know if this was meant to be. I think it was. But Rita sitting there eating sushi.
Yes!
Free at last.
I know.
And just her ethereal look. That was so much more beautiful than maybe it was intended. But I was like,
Rita, like eating takeout. Like, because we also saw earlier her making like bread from scratch.
Yeah.
Like that was her life. Like the, you know, like the farm fresh food and like and now she's like plastic container with sushi. That was pretty amazing.
I really feel like Janine and Rita got a good part of this episode where they got to shine. And I don't know.
Yes.
It was
I like it.
Strange choices, the milk and the insurgent being totally inappropriate, but you know, what can you expect from Handmaid's Tale?
I know. Wait, but I do have to ask though, what's the deal with Serena being pregnant? Okay, because
help me.
She kind of blew it off like, oh, because Rita was like, oh, I thought Mr. Waterford couldn't. And she's like, oh, clean water.
Yeah.
What the heck? No. There needs to be more. It can't just be like
something's up.
Yeah.
Because he's supposed to he's supposed to be sterile?
I think so.
I think so too. So then also, if he is not sterile, who is the father of Nicole?
Well, no, it was Nick.
Okay, but she's had sex with Commander Waterford also.
But
if he's not sterile.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean? If he's making babies. I'm just saying.
Oh, now I get what you're saying.
Did I make that?
I was thinking
I
was thinking maybe, you know how we were saying maybe Serena had a thing with Mark?
Yeah. Joel from Parenthood.
Yes, exactly.
Sorry, TV.
I was like, did they do, like, is that why we're reading the tension?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they would let the audience know, but maybe they're trying to, like, trick us? I don't know.
This is all...
Oh, because if Nick's not the father, then that is a whole thing, too.
Just saying. If he's not shooting blanks...
Oh.
It is a possibility that Nicole is friends.
God.
Baby. Oh my gosh. Where will it all go? I don't know. This was a good episode. I'm glad it had a little bit calmer pace. We literally saw torture the last episode. Alma and Brianna being crushed by a train. Yeah, this was like... took a breather. So.
Yes. And I'm excited for the direction that it's going to go because now we see June and Janine not in their handmaid's outfits. They're going to be wearing clothes, which is kind of refreshing. Right. I don't know why. I was like, oh, good, regular clothes.
Oh, yes, I feel like I could breathe. Like, okay, good. They're on their way. I still feel like they have a long way to go, but they're going in the right direction. Yes. So we will see. Let us know what you thought about this episode and who is the father of Nicole. Who do you think it is? And how is Serena pregnant? Anyway, comment below and then like and subscribe. We'd really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching as always, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.